I'm Granny, and this is Grow Granny Grow. We are here in southern Idaho. We're probably at a zone 4 as far as planting guide. It's a windy, cold day here. We've had rain. In fact, it's drizzling now. Probably 47 degrees, but we've got a wind chill, but I don't know what that is. It's pretty chilly here, but as we garden, you know, as you work, you get warmer. And what do you get from working? You get delicious results, and that's the fun of gardening. This is a strip of flower garden that I do. It's behind my house in my backyard, and some of the flowers are waking up. I've got some daffodils that are starting to bloom. The columbine is up and greening up. I've got a lot of weeds coming. I've got some daisies. They're emerging, so I'll be cleaning this out very shortly. And this is beautiful in the summer. I really enjoy this flower garden. This is a fun spot out in front of our house. It's kind of an island of plants in the grass. We have a lot of daffodils that are blooming. The pansies are coming up, and they are starting to bloom here. But the nice part about this is we have 2 ponds. Actually, you could call it 3 ponds. Right here we have a pond, and you can see the lilies are coming up and starting to emerge above the water. We have a couple of goldfish over there under this weeping birch. Over here in front of this pond, between it and the house, is a problem spot. You can see that I have some tulips and daffodils. There's some columbine growing there, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what would be pretty in there during the summer and what I would like to grow there. So I keep trying new things, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do this year. And then a pond here with some trees. These are flowering cherry, I think they are, and they are beautiful here in about a month or so, and I'll show them to you then. And then down here we have a larger pond, and the lilies are starting to grow here. This fall we had a lot of goldfish in this pond, and I bet we're down to 1/3 of our goldfish. You can see one right there. They kind of like to hide under the lilies, and they're safer when they have the lilies to hide under. Over there along this edge is where they have their babies and things, and we're thinking maybe one of the owls is sitting here and eating them, because the other morning my husband saw an owl up here in this tree. We have this flower bed around the front of the pond, and some of the bushes are starting to get the leaves. We have a lot of daffodils and things here, so this will be developing, and we'll have some different flowers here also. This is a little rose garden that was here when I moved here, and I am not a rose gardener, but I bought some books and I keep trying new techniques every year, and so this will be coming to life, and I'm going to buy at least 1 more rose and put it in a spot where I dug it up, and we'll see this bloom this summer also. Here we are in my main vegetable garden. It measures probably 75-80 feet by 150 feet. In the north of the garden I have some grapes, blackberries, raspberries, and then to the east along the side we have fruit trees, and we're learning how to prune those trees, and I want to do them organic. I don't want to use insecticides, so we're going to see how we do with that. We usually mow that grass, and we haven't got it done yet. We'll be tilling this garden and making our plan for our vegetables, and you'll see this develop into a beautiful garden. It'll be a lot of fun to show you. We're here in the north part of the vegetable garden, and this is where I have the grapes planted along this row with some blackberries on this end and the grapes on the far end. You can see it's quite a mess, got a lot of pruning to do. Here's the raspberry patch, lots of weeds and grass, and we've got to trim it down and till it. So we're going to be doing a lot of work here, and it's always a lot of fun to come out here. The raspberries are ready about the 4th of July, and then we get to just eat berries and have a good time out in the garden. It's a flower garden, and it's at the corner of my vegetable garden. My husband and I hauled these rocks in here probably about 25 years ago, and our oldest daughter developed it into a flower garden. You can see we still have a lot of dead stuff I need to clean out. Things are starting to grow. This is an old climbing rose bush that I transplanted from an old farm, and it's just about taken over. We've hauled in some old machinery to give it some character. This is an old iron wheel, and then back here in this rose bush is an old mowing machine. This is a big old tree stump. We had a huge tree here last year that the power company wanted to take down, and now I have lots of sucker trees coming up that I've got to deal with. Over here is another old piece of equipment. So this is it's an old cultivator. So this is a fun little spot in the garden. I've always enjoyed this, and you'll see it develop.